Now, I said in my Snow White review that everybody has a favorite Disney remake. This one is not for me. I was dreading Lilo and Stitch the moment I heard they were remaking it. Like, again, it's the same question everybody is asking. Why tamper with something that's already good? Now, while I hated the way they made the dwarfs look in Snow White, I also hate the way they take the exact character design and just make it into a CGI cartoon, like they did with Pinocchio and Lilo and Stitch here. And the fact that either making them photorealistic or making them an exact carbon copy of themselves, that neither of those are good solutions, should make it very obvious that this just isn't a good idea. I mean, financially it is, but creatively, come on. But I think we can all agree that the original Disney animated movies are so good because their stories already being told in the medium they were meant to be told in. Anyway, I'll step off my soapbox. To me, Lilo and Stitch was too much like The Lion King, where it just didn't offer anything new. And when it did verge off course from the original, the decisions made were just idiotic. One change I did not appreciate was that Nani did not go with Lilo to pick out Stitch. In the original, you got to see the contrast between Lilo and Nani the first time they met Stitch. And then it shows Nani selflessly allowing Lilo to adopt him. There were just a lot of dumb things like that, which told me that the story crew was just missing the entire point of the first movie, like the meaning of Ohana. I'm not going to get into that one, though. Now, look, I do appreciate that it wasn't as carbon copied as The Lion King. And I also appreciate that a lot of people found happiness in this movie. Those are just the sort of people who aren't as mad at the world as I am. But still, personally, I really just think Lilo and Stitch belongs at the bottom of your watch list. And who am I kidding? Like, you've already seen it or not seen it. You've already made your decision on the Lilo and Stitch remake. And I really genuinely hope you love it. But the better and prettier version came out the year I graduated high school. And I didn't even see it until I met my future wife. Now, the absolute best thing I could say about the Lilo and Stitch remake is that Lilo and Nani, especially Lilo, was perfectly cast. Like, they didn't choose a little girl who's already been in the acting business her whole young life, or who's already got the plugins to Hollywood and acts all hoity-toity. No, they chose a little girl, from what I could tell, who was just off the street. And it was just, she just was a kid. And I think it was just perfect for the role of Lilo. The Lilo and Nani that were cast were absolutely perfect. So I do have to get credit where credit is due. Maybe that, okay. I'm gonna lift this up from being at the bottom of your list movie to putting it as mid. I think it's a middle of the ground movie. It's worth watching for Lilo and Nani. I think their performances were fantastic. Obviously, I do think the original is much better to watch. Anyway, thanks for watching. What's your favorite Disney remake? Don't forget to subscribe so I can see you in the next video.